Hi everybody and welcome back. Nancy Bovier here with Agape and Next Steps. And today I'm going to step into dangerous territory and I'm going to flirt with a concept for discussion purposes only that I think is a fairly controversial subject and something that a lot of people have very strong opinions on. So what that topic is the fear of dying. Somehow our culture never really embraces the idea that life is a cycle. We're born, we live, we die. Everything in life, that's the cycle that exists for everybody and everything on this planet. And yet when it comes to humans, we go out there and our nails are dug into the ground and they're dragging us into the grave. I've started to question what exactly is it that has created this fear of dying. We know that there are other cultures who actually embrace the idea. They accept the fact that death is a part of the life cycle. I know that we all know about the stories of the Inuit who the elders, when they were sick and couldn't contribute any longer to society, they'd go off on an ice floe. There are many, many other cultures that have done the same sort of thing. And yet, in our culture, we do everything that we possibly can to continue to stay alive, which we're now approaching the time that in all reality, it is costing society. It costs society in care, it costs society in housing, it costs society in medications and in medical appointments. So that's what I mean about this is going to be controversial. Because I want to say that in no way am I stating here that we should just stop taking care of our elders. As a society, that's what we've embraced. But I think what we need to do is we need to respect people's wishes. There are a lot of elders who are currently being kept alive because of our laws that maybe did not want to live the way that they're living. Case in point, people with dementia who never wanted to live like they currently are. Incontinent, unable to communicate, not able to eat. They have no quality of life. They never wanted to live like that. But our laws are such that they have to continue to be cared for. They have to continue to be fed. They have to continue to be changed. There are other people who, as they become older, they just simply accept the fact that that is their time, that they don't want to continue to take surgeries or medications or medical interventions that will continue their lives. So we're coming a long way with our MAID laws, but we still have a long way to go with those. Whether you're for them or not, the reality is that that is where society is going, at least to provide, in certain circumstances, the freedom for people to choose how they die and when they die. I think personally that we need to go a long way yet with our MAID laws. I don't think that anybody should tell any of us when and how to live our lives. But that's just my opinion. So how did we get here? I know that human nature, we have that little amygdala in our brains, and human nature is that fight or flight. And we can never say until we're put into a circumstance how we will react. I know that we like to, but I know I personally, and probably you as well, have had instances when you thought that you would react a certain way, but then something happened that put you into a situation and you reacted contrary to how you thought that you would act. But I'm wondering where this base is aside from the human instinct for survival. I wonder if it's a chicken and the egg thing. I wonder if, as we have had more and more pharmacological and medical interventions that can prolong life, if that has created an even stronger sense of chasing immortality, or if people wanting to live and chasing immortality has helped fuel that search from a pharmacological and medical intervention point of view. We're obsessed with youth in our society, and primarily in North America, but certainly in the first world. We're obsessed with youth and beauty. We have Botox, we have tummy tucks, we have butt lifts, we have hair color, something as simple as coloring our hair and changing the character that we're entitled to after living so many years of life. There is a suggestion as well out there that it's because our society has been founded on the Judeo-Christian beliefs, the fundamental beliefs, that there is life after death. The Christian faith teaches that Jesus died on the cross for your sins so that you would have everlasting life. And you would think that that would give solace to Christians. And yet, my personal experience is that when somebody does eventually die, my experience is that more people of the Christian faith than, say, a spiritual faith have trouble accepting that death. And I don't know why that is. I guess perhaps it's because even though they're taught in their religion that they will have everlasting life, what does that look like? It's something that you're not in control of. So that could be another reason why we fight it so much. We have people who are diagnosed every day with terminal diseases. And I think that it's time that we started listening to people. I know that I have personal experience among family members where the doctors keep holding out hope that this one medical intervention is going to make you live longer and you'll be okay. And that is because our doctors have taken a vow they're supposed to heal us. And guess what? Old age is something that they can't cure. They're working on it, working very hard, but they still can't cure it. So I don't know what your thoughts are on it. I just wanted to open the door to this discussion. My thought is that we have to have a lot of dialogues about a lot of subjects, and some of them have been kind of taboo in our society. People don't like to talk about death. They don't like to talk about illness. They don't like to talk about mental health. They don't like to talk about poverty. But those are topics that exist in our society. They affect every layer of our society. And our senior population is especially susceptible to a great number of those. So that's why I want to explore these things. I want to create conversations. So please leave me your comments. I'm always anxious to hear from all of you about your thoughts on these really, really sensitive topics. So thanks so much for joining me today. And please check out the website. The blog article goes into a little bit more detail on this. Sign up for our newsletter and you'll receive notification whenever there is something new put out. But thanks very much for joining me, and I look forward to talking to you again. Bye for now.